everyone! Clan Wars is live now in Clash Royale. I'm Commodore Woody, the captain of the ship.
And I'm Rear Admiral Rumham. We're about to set sail with the first ever Clash Royale YouTube All-Star Clan War. We've assembled 10 of the greatest content creators from around the world, representing over 17 million Clash Royale fans.
Introducing, on the blue side, the Royale Sailors. And on the red side, the Monkey Captains. These teams will compete for 250,000 gems to share with their fans and subscribers.
It's anchors aweigh, and we will
See you in the arena.
And welcome! Clan Wars is live now in Clash Royale, and we are so excited to present to you the YouTube All-Star Clan Wars. I'm Woody from 100 Thieves.
And I'm Rear Admiral Rumham, captaining the ship today. We have assembled 10 of the greatest YouTubers from around the world, totaling over 17 million Clash Royale fans. They are going to be battling today in the first ever broadcast clan war, and the winning team is going to take home 250,000 gems to give away to their fans and subscribers.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
A fantastic prize. They'll each get to give away 50,000 gems to those who are checking them out. So make sure to follow them over on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, wherever you can find them. And hey, Rumham, I think that because we're divided up here, we're going to be watching them today. I think that we should get 50,000 too, but only if it's the Royale Sailors for me. And I think that you could take the other team. How's that sound?
All right, you know what? You're blue.
Yeah?
I'm red.
I like it.
Sounds fair.
Well, we've got 10 amazing YouTubers here. Why don't we go ahead and introduce them? Over on the left side first, we have the Royale Sailors.
Go, Royale Sailors!
The Royale Sailors are comprised of Trappa from France. A professional member of Team Liquid, it's Surgical Goblin. A Clash Royale superstar, we have Molt from the United States. Joining him, we have Flake's Power flexing his pecs. And last but not least, welcome on the other Brazilian, it's Jelly.
And in the red corner, representing the Monkey Captains, we have Ben Tim from the United States, Malcade from Spain, Nick at Night from the US of A, from down south in Brazil, Clash Comniri. And it's fresh, quality, good morning orange juice. Give it up for the Monkey Captain!
Rumham, I am so excited to see these two teams duke it out. We've had a little bit of a chance to play around in Clan Wars today. It's the newest feature in the update that just launched, and I have been having a ton of fun with it, but these guys are the pros. They know best, and I think that we're going to see some great clashing today. What do you think, Rumham?
I think it's going to be the best clan war ever broadcast. So let's say that you have yet to update your app. What are you waiting for? Let's give you a quick reminder on how Clan Wars works. There are two parts to a clan war. First up, Collection Day, where each member of the clan will have 3 battles in a variety of different Clash Royale game modes. Every win or loss will earn cards towards the clan collection. When all of the players in the clan are done using their Collection Day battles, we will go to War Day.
Oh, this is my favorite part, Rumham.
Oh, tell me more, Woody.
You want to hear about Battle Day? Battle Day is where it all starts to count. You build your deck based upon the cards that you earn during Collection Day, and you get to use them against all the other clans that are ranked against you in the competition. You try to get as many wins as possible, and the clan that gets the most wins gets the biggest chest. Rumham, you know there's a few rewards at stake here too, right?
Oh, more than just the cards you could earn from winning a clan war. Today here, these YouTubers have a chance to win 250,000 gems, of which 50,000 will go to each of the members of the team, and they'll give it out to their fans and subscribers. So if you see any of these YouTubers, you recognize any of them, go to their channel, mash that subscribe button, and stay tuned to their other social media, and you might have a chance to take home a couple thousand gems.
That's absolutely right. And of course, you at home can win from the Clan Wars too. Every season lasts 2 weeks, and your clan's best performance during each Clan War will unlock chests that get bigger and bigger the more clan trophies that you accumulate from winning the wars.
But you know what? I'm gonna raise the stakes.
Okay.
We've already picked our teams.
Yeah.
You're blue, I'm red.
Clearly.
Tell you what,
What?
I'll throw another 50,000 gems in the prize pool that'll go to the winning caster to give away. If your team wins, you get 50. If my team wins, I get 50.
I
Deal?
like that. Sounds good. Let's do it.
Just a friendly bet.
Well, with all the ground rules established, I think that it's just about time to get into the action. Who's ready to see the first Clan War?
So we go down to the arena. The Royale Sailors are up first. Who will step up to the plate? It's Flakes Power. Woo!
Okay.
What are we playing, Flakes Power?
Draft.
Draft Challenge.
Excellent choice. And from the other side, Monkey Captains, who will you send to meet this attack? It's Orange Juice. Rumham, I know that you are also a content creator, and you have a lot of experience with Draft Royale. I am looking forward to seeing a lot more videos about Draft, but please tell us a little bit about how the selection process works.
There are 2 cards shown at a time. You have the option to pick one card, and the other card is automatically passed to your opponent. Do that 4 times to build half your deck, and you will receive 4 cards from your opponent to complete the other half of your 8-card deck. And then you just play some Clash Royale. 3 minutes. You have 3 minutes to knock down as many towers as you can. If you're tied at the end of regulation, we go into a 3-minute overtime. We've started the game off. Orange Juice has opened up with a Valkyrie in the right lane, while Flakes Power responds with Princess and Flying Machine. And speaking of a draft all-star, there is Dart Goblin, recently buffed. Very, very strong. Hard to deal with because, well, his long range and fast attack speed lets him clean up enemy troops very quickly.
Absolutely right. And this spooky spell out back is a graveyard now, spawning graveyard skeletons all over the right side tower. Fortunately for Flakes Power, though, a great defense for him set up over there. The Witch is able to gnaw on all those poor skellies, eliminate them so fast.
What I love about draft mode is you get to see cards you don't normally see used in interesting ways. Already we've seen 5 or 6 cards revealed from both decks, and they don't look like anything I see on the ladder.
Witch and Wizard meet on the Orange Juice side of the map, take each other out, and already, you're right, Rumham, I'm starting to see some decks shape up that I would never expect to see in ladder or any other tournaments. But in draft, anything can happen, and now we're seeing a huge Golem push out the right side from Flakes Power, backed up with a Flying Machine and Spear Golem that's trying to take out this mini P.E.K.K.A. Can't quite get it down just in time, but it looks like the Golemites will still get a little bit of chip damage in there on the tower.
And while Dart Goblin has a long range, so does Flying Machine. Both of these long-range attackers are providing great support for their team. And Princess, with the longest range of any troop, is able to stand on the other side of the map, shoot those archers, and then move down the left side to threaten Orange Juice's tower.
All-star shot over there. 1873 remaining on Orange Juice's top tower. Can Flakes Power hold on to this lead as we go into double elixir time? What's going on here, Rumham?
Well, we hit double elixir time, 60 seconds left. Both, or really all 6 towers are still standing, so we have no idea who's gonna win this game. But there is a big push coming down the right side for Flakes Power. This would be a huge win for Flakes if he can pull it off. Orange Juice is one of the most prolific strategy content creators in the entire YouTube community and is considered one of the best players here today. Flakes Power can dig a big win for his team by pulling this out.
Orange Juice sets up a massive defense and pushes that Golem off, and it's now his turn to counterattack. Dart Goblin gets a few shots off, but the Graveyard gets the brunt of that blow. Right side Wizard could still present some trouble over here. He'll have to defend with a Witch.
And I love that you can see the teammates helping out. This is not a one-on-one battle. It is really how well these teams can work together to achieve their goal. Whether Flakes or Orange Juice wins, their team is going to get the card, so it's important to help out your teammates wherever possible. Big Graveyard coming in, though.
Wow, huge defense out the right side. It's not gonna be enough. The mini P.E.K.K.A. makes it to the tower, takes it down!
Wow.
Orange Juice has claimed the first game of this match.
Orange Juice! Orange Juice, you did it! You won the first battle of the first YouTube All-Star Clan War. How does it feel?
It feels amazing. I had a really good breakfast. I had a lot of oatmeal, orange juice, and bananas, so it was very well balanced. Gave me my focus for this game.
It's not just for you, it's for me as well. I might win these gems along with you, so thank you for winning that very first battle.
Grrr. Well, it's not the end of it, Rumham. We're just looking at the cards won right now on Collection Day. In fact, that's a pretty good thing to take note of. You will notice that behind the teams, we've got a big number displayed up there. Cards won. That shows how many cards have gone into the collections of each of these two clans. Now, it's a lot more than you'd expect during an actual clan war, but it's adjusted here to take account of the fact that there's only 5 players per clan right now.
That's right. A win will earn you 800 cards, a loss will earn you 400 cards. You'll see the total cards build up behind them, and we'll take periodic breaks to see how their clan collection is shaping up. But enough of that jibber jabber. We're going back down to the arena where the monkey captains can now choose their player and game mode. Who will be stepping up for the monkey captain?
I'm gonna go solo. 2 weeks later. I'll go next.
Nick at Night!
Nick at Night, what game mode will you be playing?
2-time, double elixir.
He's 2-timing us with the double elixir challenge. Excellent. Now, the Royale Sailors, you've got to choose a respondent. Who are you going to take?
That'll be me.
It'll be Molt. Rumham, do we need to introduce Molt to Nick at Night?
I'm pretty sure that tens of millions of people around the world have seen Molt and Nick at Night play games together, but in case this is your first time tuning in, both of these very prolific YouTubers sitting at over 2 million subscribers each, why don't you go make it 2 million in one and click that button while they're waiting. They're jumping into the game very shortly, and they will be playing Double Elixir Clash Royale. Now, the rules are the same, except with Double Elixir to play with, you're gonna see bigger, badder, beatier decks.
They might be both prolific, but I'm pretty sure that Molt is going to put the pro in prolific during this match. I'm rooting for a blue team here. Let's see if we can get a match win. Nick at Night soaking some damage over on the left side from the skeleton barrel. Recently got a nice little buff. We got 7 skeletons that spawn there now. And oh my goodness, Rumham, this is a great result for Molt. P.E.K.K.A is going to absolutely chop up this golem push.
The miner comes in behind to distract the Dark Prince, allowing the P.E.K.K.A to slice that golem up. But even though P.E.K.K.A does the strongest single point damage in the game, Golem has the most hit points and is able to still make it to the tower, dealing a ton of damage.
How did we already lose that P.E.K.K.A? What's going on over here? Defensive Goblin Barrel comes out, but that's not going to work with a poison down on the ground. Nick at Night has taken the first tower in the very first push.
And that's the sort of monkeying around I want to see in this tournament. The Prince does make a connection onto the King Tower, dropping in under 2,500 health, but Nick at Night already has a golem moving down the right lane, coming to claim that second crown.
You saw that Molt play the P.E.K.K.A over on the right lane, but it actually wandered toward the left. It got drawn over there, and now he won't have it to defend against this golem push. I'm worried he's just going to lose the second tower now, Rumham.
There's definitely a risk of a 3-crown victory here because that right side tower is going down. If you've never seen Clash Royale, when that King Tower goes down, the game is over. There is no turning back. The tower goes down to 1330, 1097, under 1,000 and counting. This might be a 3-crown victory for Nick at Night.
Not too faithful. GG's.
Nick at Night, you did it. You defeated your friend, your enemy, your frenemy, Molt. How'd you do it?
I mean, Molt and I have played a lot of matches, and it's really a toss-up whoever is going to win from like all the history we've had together, but I just stuck with something that I like, which is a big beatdown deck, and it panned out.
Always play what you like.
Well, Nick may be a chimp, but that domination makes me look like a chump for cheering on the Royale Sailors. Guys, you gotta make a comeback now. It's the 3rd match. Now your turn to choose once again. Who will you be sending out, and what match will they be playing on?
Sudden death.
Surgical Goblin, sudden death. He's ready to go, Rumham.
And the Monkey Captains, you have a 2-0 lead. Don't let me down now. Who's stepping up to fight Surgical Goblin? It's the Bulgarian Barbarian, Malcade!
The Bulgarian Barbarian versus the Clutch Dutch. We have got a pro matchup right now, Rumham. This is
right.
really gonna be an amazing game.
There's a continuation of their rivalry, but Woody, I hate to say it, you might have the advantage here. For those of you who have been keeping up with Clash Royale esports, Surgical Goblin went 1 whole calendar year never finishing lower than 1st place. He was considered the consensus best player in the world world in 2017, and Malcade is gonna be the underdog in this match, despite being no chump of his own.
Not at all a veteran of Team Heretics. He's going up against Team Liquid's rep now. Surgical Goblin over on the bottom with a P.E.K.K.A. Dark Prince push. Gonna take out this baby dragon, soaking a little bit of damage though, and it looks like the Dark Prince, who's lost a few hit points on his shield from the last update, will lose the shield overall. Still no answer to that Golem out the right though. Oh, another P.E.K.K.A.
He was able to cycle back to P.E.K.K.A. Now, for those of you who are still new to Clash Royale, once the cards are in your hand and you play one, it goes to the bottom of your deck to be drawn again. You need to play 4 cards in between to get the card back, and you can count it right there on Surgical Goblin's side. P.E.K.K.A, 1, 2, 3, 4, then he played another P.E.K.K.A.
Wow, a quick attack out the left side. He already had so many troops out the right to defend. Sends in the Bandit and Miner. That tower's going down, Rumham.
Whoa! Surgical Goblin finds himself up 1-0. And you can see as well, one of the new features of the Clan Wars update is the new spectator mode. 6 blue players watching, 5 red players watching, and they're able to throw emotes from the sideline.
A precision strike from Surgical Goblin, and seeing that Golem going out the right side, he decides it's time to attack. Sends in the P.E.K.K.A, and for the 1-2 shot, takes the 3rd game of this matchup. Surgical Goblin, congratulations on your win there, man. You saw a Golem going down the right lane, and you knew it was time to go for the king. How did you make that decision?
Just because it's double elixir mode, I can actually cycle 2 P.E.K.K.A, so I was forcing him to defend my push, so he can support his Golem, and by the time his Golem is on my side, I already cycled back to a 2nd P.E.K.K.A.
Very well played, and that was a quick game indeed. You're starting to close the gap for your team. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We're about to go down to the arena for the next battle, but wait a second. Double bubble, toil, and trouble. It's time for a 2v2 matchup. We go to the Monkey Captains. You get to pick a 2-player team to go in to a 2v2 matchup. Who will be stepping up? Neri and Orange Juice. And they are going to be playing double elixir 2v2. That's 4 times the elixir.
Sure is. They're sitting on the edge of the table, but I'll be on the edge of my seat looking for the 2 competitors from the Royale Sailors. Who are they gonna be? Trappa and Jelly.
Now, right now, it is a 2-1 lead for the Monkey Captains. Total cards earned 2,000 to 1,600, but 2v2 is, well, worth double the points. With 2 players on each side, a win here counts as 2 wins because both Trappa and Jelly or Neri and OJ would get a winning chest. This is a great opportunity for the Royale Sailors to not just make up the difference, but surge ahead. That's why it's very important that these Monkey Captains don't let me down.
I love the camaraderie here, though, from the Royale Sailors. Flake's Power giving up his seat to let Trappa get a little bit closer to his partner and prepare for this next match. Thumbs up from the team on the bottom. Royale Sailors looking for the comeback. This could be it. Starting off with a very expensive Golem out back from him.
Now, that's one thing I really like about 2v2 is that you can make a big commitment like that. I'm gonna put a Golem behind my King Tower, and I have a whole other player to help play defense, but this looks like a pretty scary push here on the side. Great tornado! Pulls the Executioner to the other lane, but he still manages to find his way home.
Lots of defensive prowess shown from the Royale Sailors here. We got 2 big monster golems. They're getting help from a P.E.K.K.A, Baby Dragon, Dark Prince. We are tossing elixir all over the place here, but the golem out the right side has made the biggest connection so far for the Monkey Captains.
There is 30, 40 elixir on the board right now. All of these players are putting down tough, tanky troops, and it is paying off because all of these attacks in 3 quadrants of the map are incredibly successful.
We got a big start out on the right by the Monkey Captains, but the King Tower being activated is going to be a nice little benefit for the Royale Sailors. I see double trouble with double golems down the left lane. I don't even know if you can get past an avalanche that huge.
That's a lot of rock candy coming down the left side. They're going to push the Executioner back a little bit while the tower cleans it up, and that is a huge push. That is 20 elixir crossing the bridge right now. It's so heavy it might break.
Oh, please don't let this arena crumble under the pressure. Baby Dragon and Mega Minion added on top with plenty of splash damage from a beautiful Executioner tornado combo from the Monkey Captains. They're moving in the left lane and have made it to the tower. Another hit is good, and it's going to be down to triple digits already.
P.E.K.K.A meets the Golem on the right side as the princes of all shapes and sizes are attacking down on the left.
Wow, a quick log is able to keep him off the tower, but that is not going to last much longer. 398 hit points, and the Royale Sailors are looking good out the left lane. Can they withstand this counterattack, though? The Monkey Captains have set up a Prince, P.E.K.K.A, and E-Wiz push.
Whoa, P.E.K.K.A comes down, but it's so quickly demolished. That was insane. That P.E.K.K.A may not make it to the tower because of the poison in tower shooting it, but that was a great defensive play there by Jelly and Trappa to hold on to their tower.
Nice setup here on top from the Monkey Captains. I feel like they got a little bit more elixir to play around with now. They start off with a Goblin Hut and an Executioner. This seems like a game that is very likely to go the distance from him. I wouldn't expect this to be one tower and down. We've already got a log rolling through this Golem out the left lane, though, and a lot of troops stacking up against it. The Royale Sailors' defense is looking strong.
Only 20 seconds left. This is going to be OJ and Neri's last chance to take that tower. Tornado's pulling them back. This might be it. Only 14 remain on their left side tower, and I don't see how they can put the pressure on it. 541 remains. That's plenty of help when there's only 5 seconds left.
Careful plays from the Royale Sailors have meant that they take a lot of damage, but all the towers will stand. They've pulled ahead. While the Monkey Captains are going down to Davy Jones's locker, the Royale Sailors are on their way to Treasure Island. Why don't you give us a breakdown of that match, Trappa?
It was a great match. We spoke a lot with Jelly, and yeah, good moment, good victory.
Excellent gameplay. Jelly, tell us a little bit about your decision to go hard on that left side tower at the end.
2 golems.
I mean, it's too many people like talking at the same time, so it's kind of confusing. You gotta feel the game, just play what you want. And I don't know, communication is essential with your partner.
Well said. Definitely feels like a team sport, but don't let them crowd you. You know, make sure they back up if they're getting too close. You guys did an amazing job that last game.
Thank you.
Teamwork is important in 2v2, but it's really important in Clan Wars as well. These players have earned tons, thousands of cards for their clan collection already. When we get to War Day, they're gonna have to build a deck with these cards. Let's take a quick look at what the Royale Sailors have accumulated so far. Woody, talk to me.
I see a pretty good spread here so far. No major spells on the big side or the little side, but nice fireball in the mid-range there. You can see that they've actually started to upgrade a couple of their legendaries down there, one at level 1 and one at level 2. Nice improvement there. You typically expect to get most of your cards up to the tournament standard level at first, and then get a little bit more juiced up after that. But are there any key combinations that you're noticing here in the Royale Sailors deck?
When I look, I really like the P.E.K.K.A and Battle Ram together because that is a deck that we are familiar with in Grand Challenges and tournaments. However, as Woody mentioned, Tower level 9 is what the War Day is going to be capped at for this first battle. It's great that the Royale Sailors already have a level 2 legendary. Having overleveled cards can be very crucial on War Day, but that's only one of the 2 teams. Let's go check out my boys, the Monkey Captains, and see what cards they have so far. Ooh, right in the middle there, I'm seeing 3 Musketeers. That is a great card to build around, and they have some pretty good support for it.
Awesome card, and it's not leveled up just yet, but I have a pretty good feeling that as they accumulate more cards, they'll get it upgraded. You can see a couple of spells down there toward the bottom, the Poison and the Barbarian Barrel, new addition to the game, and just got a little bit of a buff too. He rolls an extra half of a tile now, might get a little bit closer to the towers. Still some great win conditions for the Monkey Captains and lots of different offensive options for them to pursue in the battle day to come.
Great support cards, ranged attackers, anti-air, and they still have tons more battles to do. They're gonna get more cards, unlock them, level them up, and when it gets to War Day, we'll see which clan is the better tactician. We're gonna go back down to the arena where it is the Royale Sailors' turn to pick.
The Royale Sailors have chosen Flake's Power!
Yeah.
Brazilian Machine, what map will you be playing on?
Draft.
Draft Challenge!
Draft.
Excellent!
Monkey Captains, it's gonna be Ben Tim stepping up to the Draft Challenge. Now remember, all these teams, 5 players, 3 battles each. This will be Flakes' second battle, so if he wins, loses, doesn't really matter. He's only got 1 left after this. They have to make sure they're using the right players on the right game modes and figuring out which matchup gives them the best advantage to win.
Well said, Rumham. I'm not sure if draft went so well for the Royale Sailors, but they must be feeling confident to pick it again here. Give them another chance in the arena. Flake's Power and Ben, Tim. Now, as you remember from before, each of them are going to be presented with 4 pairs of cards. They choose one card to go in their deck and one card that will go to their opponent. So they know a little bit about their own deck construction and a little bit about what their opponents are running, but there's still plenty of surprises out there. And looks like lots of tears over on the Monkey Captain side of things.
Lots of mind games happening over there.
We got a tombstone set up at the center here to try to distract the mortar. It's going to fire a shot off of the skeletons, but looks like once it loses the lock there, it's either going to be firing, at more skeletons.
Now, Ben Tim looks like he has a mortar deck using the P.E.K.K.A there to slice that giant skeleton. Hog Rider coming down the left side. It's always interesting in draft because you don't know what to expect out of your opponent, since there's really no way to predict what they're going to have before the match starts. You only know half their deck, which is the 4 cards you pass to them.
Super sneaky hit from Flake's Power. He doesn't take any damage from the mortar, but manages to get a Hog Rider onto his opponent, but this is going to be pretty punishing around him. He's now soaking an Electro Wizard at the left side and forced to drop another little salvo of Fire Spirits to deal with the Princess. Looks like they're just about tied up over on the left lane.
Near even on the left side. Only 24 health separates them, but that could be all the difference if this game goes the distance. Giant is coming down, the second tank for Ben Tim. Now he's gonna have to figure out how to push this Giant through the tombstone if he wants to get any damage on that left side tower.
I love how we have the angelic Trappa on one of his shoulders and the demonic surgical goblin whispering sweet nothings into his ear, telling him what to do. Flake's Power with the defensive giant skeleton doesn't have much to worry about this mortar. He's gonna fire off some arrows to take care of the Dark Goblin. Hold on to his defensive position.
Giant only goes after buildings, but the giant skeleton will attack troops as well. So the giant skeleton on defense fought the giant, and now, whoa, started to counterattack. The bomb goes off and blows up on the Electro Wizard. When Giant Skeleton dies, he leaves a bomb on the ground, the one that's in his backpack, for 3 seconds, and after 3 seconds, it explodes for nearly 1,000 damage. It's unbelievable.
Nice setup there. The giant skeleton will be able to soak some of the damage from these archers, but will they be able to reach the Dark Goblin and Princess in time? It looks like they're going to be able to get a few shots off, but P.E.K.K.A is a hard counter dropped right at the river. She'll soak that bomb, but she's going to have to get all the way through a golem next?
She's going to do a lot of damage to that golem, but you can see that left side tower just poking away. It will take it down before the golem dies, and that's going to build up a pretty significant attack. Watch this mortar, though. The next shot will take out those archers in the back.
Boom, takes him down, but the archers, the princess up back is taken down by arrows at the same time. Wow, heavy-duty rocket sent in by Flake's Power hits the tower and takes out the Electro Wizard, leaving him vulnerable to a big attack, though. We got a giant backed up by a Dark Goblin right behind, plinking away at the poor big guy.
The 8th card in Flake's Power's deck was a rocket in his pocket, and he was able to take out the Electro Wizard and do a ton of damage. Look at this counterattack. They're about tied on damage, but a Hog Rider's coming in behind that giant skeleton, and he's always got a rocket to try to finish this game off. You have to stop that Hog Rider from getting any damage.
Wow, almost quick enough to get that giant skeleton bomb toward the tower. Flake's Power will still have a little bit of a damage lead, but Ben Tim's turn to attack has come. He's pushing in with a P.E.K.K.A and Dark Goblin, making his way toward the tombstone. Taking that out will be crucial at getting the P.E.K.K.A and the giant to go straight toward that tower, but what can he do with all these little skeletons swarming up?
The lightning comes through. We are in overtime, so the next tower to go down will be the end of the game. There is no leeway for these players at this point. You have to stop these things from attacking. The bomb's gonna go off on the Electro Wizard again.
Ouch. Advantage for Ben 10 though. Flake's Power reaches 10 elixir. He's gonna set up a tombstone at the center, but oh no! It's gonna soak a shot from the mortar. He's got still more time to be able to counterattack though with this golem going in. Gotta keep the giant away from the tower though. That guy could definitely pulverize and turn the tower into mush. Take it at least into lightning range. Looks like the giant skeleton archers will be able to keep them at bay. Nice arrows! Are gonna take out both the Dark Goblin and the Princess. That looks like a game over.
Flake's Power does it! 3 cost arrows took out 6 elixir worth of defensive ranged attackers, and that put Flake's Power to victory.
Super heavy play. Flakes, you were up against both a P.E.K.K.A and a giant. How did you manage to break through those defenses and crack that tower down?
The match was really hard. I know that they had X-Bow and Mortar, so I needed to wait to use my Hog Rider, but with the help of my team, it was a nice match.
Montepuerco soars through the arena and earned you the win. Congratulations, sir. With 4,000 cards won, your team is up on top.
After an early lead by the Monkey Captains, the Royale Sailors have taken the lead, 4,000 cards to 3,200 cards. We go to the Monkey Captains for their next challenge. Malcade, the main from Spain, is stepping up. What are we playing, Malcade?
Sudden death.
Sudden death overtime Clash Royale. That means the game's gonna start in double elixir and start with only 3 minutes left in overtime. First tower to go down, game over.
Finish them off quick if you can. The Royale Sailors will send in a challenger. Who's it gonna be, boys?
Trappa! Had a little sleight of hand there. I thought we might be doing a magic trick. It's not magic, it's just a shovel. Trappa will be stepping up against Malcade.
Let's see how it goes. We'll hop into the arena and take a look at this next sudden death match. Now, tell me a little bit about what decks you think are best in sudden death, Romam.
I tell you what, I'm a pretty cool dude, so I like Graveyard Freeze. I love the Graveyard Skeletons. It forces them to defend at the tower. You freeze the tower and their defensive troops, wipe it out, easy peasy, GG, bro.
Hey, Freeze is pretty sneaky, but I think it works pretty well with the Balloon too. Another really heavy-duty way of getting the damage straight onto the tower. We'll see if these guys start off a little bit more defensive or if they're gonna go hard in this next matchup. Ice Golem and Ice Spirit, a little bit soft to begin with, but Trappa sends in the Lumberjack and Bats and the Balloon all down the right lane.
The Graveyard is building up on the other side, but Zap helps clean it out. He has to use a Tornado to pull the Balloon back. It will get a little bit of splash damage, but I think Malcade has to be very happy with how that turned out because that could have been so much worse.
Certainly will be very happy. Trappa reaches 10 elixir. He's got to still deal with this execution at the left side. And another Graveyard coming in. You can't stop Malcade. The Monkey Captain looking dominant right now as more damage starts swinging away. Soaking some of it with that Ice Golem, but you can't keep these guys off forever.
Oh,
Mega
no!
Minion reaches tower, and Executioner takes it down.
55 seconds, in and out for Malcade. The Graveyard Poison deck takes it down for the Monkey Captains, bringing them also to 4,000 cards, 1. Malcade, what was your strategy? What's your favorite sudden death strategy?
You know, the thing is that people usually play Balloon in sudden death or some kind of Fog Rider. So if you have many defenses for that, like I had in my deck, it's pretty easy to win.
That's the sort of strategic thinking that you're gonna need today, and I'm looking forward to seeing this fall in the Clash Royale League. Malcade wins it for the Monkey Captains.
All right, my Royale Sailors, you 5 guys just got a big chomp taken out of you, but I'm certain that you can make it back. Who are you gonna be sending in? Surgical Goblin. Which map are you playing? Draft Challenge.
You know, Surgical Goblin, veteran drafter, it's gonna be a tough challenge. Monkey Captains, who's up? Oh, it's Orange Juice. Orange Juice has produced many videos on draft strategy, and Surgical Goblin has won draft tournaments on my own YouTube channel. This is a battle of 2 drafting juggernauts, and whoever comes out ahead will earn 800 cards for their clan.
I gotta say, Rumham, I think your monkeys might be endangered during this match, though. We've got a absolutely dominant performance from Surgical Goblin in our previous games, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna be able to pull it back again and get the win.
I will say, monkeys are a bit endangered. So it's important that they fight back against the goblins that are invading their jungle.
Conserve your elixir, monkeys, conserve it. Giant in the back from Orange Juice. Wow, and a quick response from Surge, the Expo right at the river.
Expo was picked. Giant, normally a great counter to Expo. It has so many hit points, it can soak all of those attacks. So when the Giant was played in the back, Surgical Goblin knew he had to take advantage of that and attack down the other side to take advantage of the opening in Orange Juice's defense.
I gotta say though, Surgical Goblin just got shut down. The Barbarians chopped that Expo and the Prince apart, and we are gonna have a lot of damage coming in over on the right side. Giant and the Miner are stacking up. The Princess providing a little bit of defense there, but look at all these punches wailing away on the tower, bringing it down to 1031.
And if you're not sure how the game's going, just look at the emotes coming out of the stands. A lot of sads and mads on the south side of the board, a lot of laughs and happies coming out of the top.
The Royale Sailors look sunk, but I know that they can right this ship and get it back afloat. Oh, not with something like that, though. A mini P.E.K.K.A. fireball hit at the left side, and Surge is in a lot of trouble.
And when you get a hit like that, OJ did it right. You got to throw your mating call out there. Let them know you open for business. There comes the balloon
He's
down
always
the
open
left
for
side.
business, Rumham.
Boom! 1 balloon drop. Electro Wizard's gonna slow it down. Will we get a second drop? No, but the death damage will provide a little bit more. 1462. I assume it was a good year. Top left tower is left with under 1,500.
Certainly must have been. Princess finds her lock, but Mini P.E.K.K.A right on the river is going to give her a little bit of trouble. Archers on defense look good. You know, I think I noticed something from Surgical Goblin there. He thinks that OJ ran out of elixir, and that's why he chose to go on the attack right there. I doubt that we're going to see very many expos this game, though. He knows that OJ has got plenty of counters to that big setup.
OJ is the main man when it comes to positive elixir trade, so it's going to be real hard to get an elixir advantage on him, even if you're Surgical Goblin. The balloon hits!
Awkward, and the tower will take a big hit, finished off by the death damage of that balloon.
Double tanks in OJ's deck. He puts the Lava Hound down the left side, trying to finish that off while fighting the Expo. Great push, though. He does force a lot of elixir down the right side, and that allows Orange Juice's attack to be relatively undefended.
Let's get here. A pretty good counter for this Lava Hound out the left lane. Princess providing some assistance here, but Miner is going to be able to finish off the Muskie. Miner's also a pretty great tank for these Lava Pups, and that tower is going to take a lot of damage. Uncontested, basically. I mean, the archers out back are helping out, but the tower now down to 53 is within just Ice Spirit range of going down. Can he get the finishing blow?
10 seconds left. He could throw a Miner on the tower. He's got it coming in. 6, 5, towers down. We may be going into overtime.
666 left on Orange Juice's tower. He's feeling red with envy as he gets a few hits off the right side. Surgical Goblin in a lot of trouble. Pushes the Barbarians away, but the Giant makes it there first. Orange Juice has defeated Surgical Goblin.
What a come from behind victory. He was down 1 tower with 40 seconds to go and managed to take 2 towers in the last 40 seconds to tie that game up. Orange Juice, did you have the balloon or did you pass the balloon?
I didn't have the balloon, but there was a lot of monkeying around in draft mode, so it is what it is. Sometimes you just have all the answers, sometimes you don't. That's the way it is.
Well, from one drafter to another, Monkey Captains take the win!
Well, the tie is established now. 4,800 cards for both teams, and I know that we're going to have a chance to make a comeback. Surgical Goblin, though, I got to ask you about that last match, man. You had a strong setup with that Expo, but got torn apart by so many heavy-hitting units. What would you do differently next time?
I don't think I could have done anything else, just because he had a lot of answers to my cards. Maybe like be more aggressive with the freeze, because I was trying to keep it for myself as a surprise, but maybe I should have used it at the end, taking the second tower on the right.
Well said. Yeah. Well, Rumham, I think it's time to figure out which of these teams is going to pull ahead. We can't have a draw forever. Let's get into the next match. What do you say?
I think that's a good idea. So we're gonna go down to the arena where the Monkey Captains have the next choice. Monkey Captains, who's stepping up? Who's gonna walk the plank? It's Ben Tim! Ben Tim, what are we battling?
Double elixir.
Double elixir battle. This will be Ben Tim's second duel. Who will be taking up Ben Tim's challenge? Trappa again!
Again, excellent. Wasting no time in this quick-paced battle. Double elixir is going to give these guys another chance to set up the biggest, heaviest, burliest decks to try to tear those towers down. Guys, we're ready for you to hop into the match. Let's get it underway.
And their team is surrounding him, helping to give the advice that he'll need to overcome this challenge. Trappa from France, Ben Tim from the USA. We are almost halfway through this clan war, and the cards are tied. The winner of this game will take the lead for their clan.
Trappa going heavy in the back. He's already got a Golem, and we'll be back at 10 elixir before it crosses the finish line. Looks like we've got 3 muskies from Ben 10. That could hurt a lot with a Dark Prince out in front to provide a little bit of cushion for that push, and we'll see if he makes it to the tower or is able to, or just gets stopped short over here.
Behind the Golem, though.
Make it to the right side, though, and Trappa's taking a ton of damage. He's gonna push even harder back on the left side, though, Rumham.
Well, back in my day, we called this trading towers. Both left and right side are gonna go down, leaving 1 tower up for each opponent. We are not even a minute into this game, and blood has been shed.
P.E.K.K.A Dark Prince Mega Minion push out the left is pretty scary. Ben 10 setting up a monster combo with a Lumberjack on top. Now, an Executioner can deal a lot of damage and won't even go down to that Fireball, but what can he do to get all these troops lined up so that he can maximize every swing?
Hey, I understand when you are in double elixir, you get to play 2 tanks, but I did not expect Golem and P.E.K.K.A in the same deck.
monster response from Ben Tim is able to establish dominance, removes the remainder of this attack, just a tiny little bit of death damage from the Golemite, and he'll counterattack again with a Dark Prince Mega Minion soaring in on the left side. Will they reach tower, Rumham?
I don't know. It looks like it. He does. The
does.
Golem was just a little too far back. 21-22 on Trappa's left side tower after that Dark Prince clubbed it just once.
Trappa's going all in for this 3-crown push. At the left side, he's got the Golem set up. Ooh, nice P.E.K.K.A on defense, though. She'll be able to make quick work of these Musketeers.
Big Mama P.E.K.K.A, one of the greatest answers to the double Musketeer side. Her attacks will one-hit Musketeer, so it only takes 2 quick swings to knock it down.
Dark Prince started to push her closer to the tower, but she didn't get the swing off that she was looking for. Still a little bit of damage there to count for Trappa. He's got to defend against another Dark Prince, though, and Executioner's not a great setup. Splash damage on the tower is going to be good, and Fireball on top will put Ben Tim ahead.
Both towers are damaged but standing as we enter the last 30 seconds of the
Whoa!
What timing!
My goodness! The ultimate predict from Trappa, a P.E.K.K.A right on top of the 3 Muskies. What an amazing combination there. Royale Sailors pull far ahead in that exchange.
And rightfully, everyone in this arena went wild at that prediction play. Incredible move, and he's pulling the tornado, getting him away from the tower, allowing the Dark Prince to clobber in. Almost 10 seconds remaining in the game as this tower's dropping. It goes down. Trappa's about to win.
As P.E.K.K.A marches through the arena, she sings a death ballad the Fat Lady has sung, and this is all over Rumham. Victory for the Royale Sailors. Trappa seals the deal with a 2-1 shutdown. Congratulations, Trappa. Very well played there. Tell us what was going through your mind before that sick play. You caught those 3 Musketeers.
I chose to take the deck very expensive with Executioner Tornado. And for the last play, I feel so P.E.K.K.A on the corner. Okay.
Turned off his targeting computer and used the force. A perfect hit. Well played to the Royale Sailors.
And we are going to go back down to the arena, but ding, 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 it's time for another 2v2 duel. The Royale Sailors just took a challenge from the Monkey Captains, and good news for them, it is their turn to pick a 2v2 team. Who will be stepping up?
Me and Jelly.
Woo! Molt and Jelly.
Who will answer the call? Monkey Captain, send in your 2 finest.
Chicken night.
Molt and Ben Tim will be making it back to the arena.
This will be Ben Tim's 3rd battle, which means that he really wants to make it count because he will not be able to play in any more Collection Day battles. Nick and Ben are going to get next to each other on the sides with their teammates surrounding them as they step into a 2v2.
You know, Rumham, I think this is a pretty interesting situation because we had an exact mirror of this during our last 2v2 match. The Royale Sailors were down 400 cards and managed to pick up. Do you think that the Monkey Captains can now turn it around and take the advantage with this win?
Boy, I sure hope so, because there's something in it for me and you, the viewers at home. Remember, the winning team will walk away with 250,000 gems, 50,000 gems for each of the YouTubers, and the appropriate caster will get one to walk home with 12. So I'm on the red team, Woody's on the blue team.
I'm rooting for the Royale Sailors. I think they still got a great chance here. We've got an Executioner swinging away at this Bandit out the left side. She dashes in, though, and barely manages to take him out. Poison will help out there, but not looking good. We've got a Golem getting chopped apart by a P.E.K.K.A. Poison on the counterattack, though. I think that's actually a pretty fair trade on each side here.
I think the poison was really what changed it, because getting Dart Goblin and the Electro Wizard off the board really helped minimize the counterattack. Just the Miner kind of hurts, but not too bad. Miner's Shovel doesn't do nearly full damage to the Crown Tower, and that's gonna make it not so threatening unless it's supported.
Baby Dragon up top, just out of tower range, will burp away at this poor Bandit a few times. She's stabbed down by the big ol' lance of that Prince. He's making it in toward the tower, but stopped by Goblin Gang. Great play there by the Monkey Captains, catching him with a trap right on the bridge.
Once again, Miner comes in, looking to distract for the Dark Goblin. Electro Wizard behind. Tornado pulls the Miner to the King Tower, activating it. You can see the Kings popping up out of their seats. If the King Tower takes any damage during the game, it activates. In a normal one-on-one game, this is just a 3rd tower. But in 2v2 with 2 King Towers, there is now 4 defensive towers active for Jelly and Molt.
A little bit of a backwards deployment here, but the Executioner was necessary in order to take out those minions. We'll see if Nick and Knight and Ben Tim have got some way to counter here. Pekka out back and out in front. It's double trouble, and two ladies are making their way to tear apart this golem, Rumham.
It is the First Wives Club here on the left side. The double princes are coming in to try to clear him out, but Golem is not long for this world with those two massive swords chopping rock candy off of the golems.
Golemites do make it to the tower, though, and that's a little bit of splash damage to count for their push, but Jelly and Molt still seem to be in a bit of trouble here. The Royale Sailors finding difficulty in this next 2v2 match. Can they keep these Pekkas off the tower?
Just barely. The bandits looking to get a charge onto the prince, and the prince charge is negated. Oh no, balloon and minions behind. Prince is not long for this world, and it looks like that left side tower is going to end up. Ooh, maybe
hold
not.
on. That was a deadly push, but Jelly and Molt had a great counter there. The balloon is gonna get death damage in there, but doesn't get the drop it was looking for. Executioner going down though I'm pretty sure means that this Dark Prince is gonna be unsupported. Not a chance of reaching tower. Only 19 seconds left, and Jelly and Molt have really gotta turn on the gas to be able to get the counter at this point.
The miners are relentless, showing up. Even if one gets caught, the other one gets there, bringing the tower down to 450. We might see a switch more to spells, but it's hard to say.
Wow.
So much attack coming in. Two princes come down. I'm sorry, two Pekkas come down to meet the two princes, but it may not be enough as the golem locks onto the tower.
Two Pekkas, two princes, two Dark Princes. Can we keep track of all the troops stacking up? I don't even think it's possible at this point. Dark Prince is stabbing away at the goblins and bashing this poor bandit's brains in. We got another prince coming in, and it's gonna make it to the tower! The hit is good, and only 65 hit points separate the Royale Sailors from victory. The hit from the prince tears it apart, and the Royale Sailors cement their lead.
We had it in the bag, Monkey Captains. We had it in the bag.
You had it in the bag, but the bag got dumped out. Well played to my boys in blue. Congratulations. Molt, what is your initial reaction?
Their deck practically perfectly countered ours with those double Pekkas just melting our golems away. But all those princes at the end with the tornado pulling it in for the Dark Prince to go to town, it was close. I mean, they played very, very well, countered very well, but it just came down to it at the end.
The Pog Champs over on the left side. Tell us a little bit about what was going through your mind at the end as well, Jelly.
I really thought we were going to win by the end, like 60 points in the tower, 60 HP, but it's really, I don't know, man. So many emotions. Electro Wizard.
Very strong emotions, I'm sure.
It was a really bad surprise for us, so he threw the poison and finished the battle. It was amazing.
Well played, well played.
Incredible game. Woo! Nick at Night, how does it feel to lose in this rivalry, let down your clan, let down your friends, family, and really your nation? I'm right there with you. The Royale Sailors pull ahead with 1,200 more cards than the Monkey Captains. So let's take a little break while our hands steady out and take a look at the cards that they have collected so far. We are gonna see the Royale Sailors first. 7,200 cards. It shakes out like this. Woody, what do you think for the boys in blue?
I think they're doing quite well, man. I hope that I keep my chill. That was absolutely savage, but we definitely have a very interesting setup here over from the Royale Sailors. They pick up another legendary in the bottom right, the long-range damage dealer Princess, and a nice little combo to go with her. You know that the log bait archetype works very well. Maybe they can get a Goblin Barrel to land on tower.
The only weakness I see in their setup is spells. They're still looking for more spells in future, but they have great support, great tanks, and even great swarms. There's a lot of options for deck building in this, and we'll see what happens when we get to War Day. In the meantime, let's check out my men, the Monkey Captain.
All right,
and see how their collection is shaking out. 6,000 cards, but still plenty of useful options.
Yeah, not too shabby. They still have about 4 more matches to play before they are going to be sealing out their deck. I see another level 2 legendary on their side as well. A super versatile card. The Electro Wizard can deal a lot of damage. What else have we got over here? My favorite win condition, the Mortar.
Big tanks, lots of flyers. I think the advantage for them is they have a great variety of spells to choose from, but their support troops are somewhat lacking. Lots of tanks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards that don't really attack towers, and so that's gonna be a little tough for them when it comes to maybe battling head-to-head with other troops, but we still have several more battles to unlock cards, and anything could happen. They could unlock totally new cards that completely change the face of their clan collection.
Certainly, and I can expect to see them going very aggressive with the cards that we see so far. Let's remind our viewers at home what is at stake right now. During Collection Day, the teams are going to be competing to try to get as many cards as possible by winning these battles. They get 3 battles per Collection Day each. At the end, though, they got to take those cards and build up their decks. What happens in Battle Day, Rumham?
In Battle Day, they have to build a deck with only their clan cards and fight 1 game each. That's all you get, 1 battle to make it count. The winning team will earn a point after all 5 battles are done. The team with the larger sum of points will go home with the grand prize. The losing team, we might give them a flight home. We'll see.
Have to walk home from Finland. That'd be a pretty long march. But the grand prize is nothing to sneeze at. It's 250,000 gems. Each member of the winning team gets 50,000. And if the blue team wins, I think I might get those 50,000 you were talking about earlier. Of course, you'll get the 50K if the monkey captains come out on top.
I'll use that to upgrade my flight on the way home. Do you accept gems? Of course you do.
You know they do.
All right, well, enough looking at cards. I want to see some battles. We are going back down into the arena where it is the monkey captain's turn to choose. You gotta close this gap, guys. Now, Ben, Tim, and OJ have already used all 3 of their battles. So right there in the middle, which of these 3 are we gonna see? Neri. What are we playing, Neri? Draft. Clash Calm Neri would like to draft Calm Neri against Flakes Power. Brazilian Civil War is about to start.
A showdown for the crown. They'll be competing in the arena once again. We're back in a 1v1 setup. I'm feeling pretty good about my man over here. Flakes Power has been flexing hard. He's looking steady, rock steady, in fact. His 4 teammates in tow.
Have been doing pretty good in draft, though. This might be their game mode. And if you are watching at home, you probably feel the same way. I know that my clan, we focus on draft. That is what we are best at. I think the monkey captains, or kindred spirits, they can pull this out, Woody. They're gonna come back and they're gonna win this for the monkey captains, close that gap, get more cards, and be a real threat when it gets to Battle Day.
Time's running out, only 30 seconds to select those cards. Looks like there's 1 more to pick. And here we go. We are in the Electro Valley. One of the newer arenas to just be released. And
I love it. It was shocking when it was released.
Oh, God.
Yuck, 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 yuck.
Oh, yes. I was electrified.
Hey, the important thing, watch out for those wires underneath the bridge. You don't want to get shocked.
It's the 3rd rail, Rumham. we can't touch this. Leave him alone.
Whoa, Battle Ram clobbers into Neri's left side tower. Bandit's down there to meet the barbs, but not before his tower takes almost 1,000 damage. Lava Hound coming down on the right side. Bomb Tower's there to defend, but oh no, it doesn't pull the Lava Hound over at all.
Wow, a great play from Clash Calm Neri. He's got plenty of juice to continue this push. Lava Hound and the Baby Dragon get the tower down into the 3-digit mark. Awesome start for the monkey captains.
Great push, but can he stop this battle ram coming down the side? Yes, Log will push it back, and that will break the ram, but it won't do too much about the barbs underneath. Miners coming in. What defense can come down?
That's gonna be a lot of damage for Flakes Power. Those barbarians pack a punch, walloping the tower all the way down into the 3-digits, getting pretty close to being finished off. They're actually now double digits, 99 left.
We don't know which spell Flakes Power has, but that tower is so close to death that almost any spell in the game will do. It's up to Clash Calm Neri to figure out a push down this right side tower in the last 90 seconds of the game to at least tie it up 1-1 and push it into overtime.
Flakes Power gets the first tower, but look out, the big old Lava Hound's floating on in, and that bomb tower may not be a very good defense against these aerial assaults. Baby Dragon to back it up, and I think that's gonna be a tower right there. Flakes is gonna soak it, and it's gonna be a 1-1 draw, Rumham. There it goes.
Wow, and the archers behind are cleaning up both minions and spear goblins alike. Lava Hound is still above 50% health as it works down the bomb tower, and suddenly, Clash Calm Neri finds himself with a damage advantage. 1234 on his his top right tower, 1844 on the bottom left tower, and that advantage is pushed further as the Goblin Barrel starts to stab its way through the walls of Flake's tower.
Flake's had a great hit early on, but I feel like he's starting to lose his mojo, Rumham. He's going in hard out the right, though, and shows us his 7th card in the deck. It's a Graveyard going for some direct damage on tower, but with the King activated, I'm worried he might not even get more than a couple swings off.
And that great value log by Neri was able to clear out the Dart Goblin and the Battle Ram Barbarians, and though 1066 remain on that tower, and that's definitely kind of low, tons of elixir on the board right now for Neri as he pushes down the left lane.
Flakes does pull out ahead in that right side push, but can he withstand the might of this attack out the left?
Just 13 seconds left. This might be a base race. Who's going to take the first tower? One tower goes down, the other goes down. This might be a 3-crown base race.
Bandit in there, bashing the King. Stabby Gob's going wild.
It's going
Skeletons
quick.
And Barbarians are
There
in
he
the
goes.
tower, but Neri gets it.
Neri! Neri, you did it! You did it for me. You did it for Brazil. What did you do?
Whoa! I just listen my teammates. They are awesome, and take keys to put the cards.
Teamwork is everything in Clan Wars. They were able to help you out. Nick's waving his little thumbs up sign. He cannot be happier about that win. 6,800 cards for the Monkey Captain, 76 for the Royale Sailors. And we are gonna go to the Royale Sailors for the next battle.
Royale Sailors, let's return fire. Who are you gonna be sending in?
I'm gonna go.
Molt, on what map will you play?
Sudden Death.
Sudden Death Showdown.
And this is Molt's 3rd and final battle, so he's really got to make it count. Sudden death overtime, figuratively, and literally.
They're suddenly just gonna die if they lose this battle, Rumham?
I don't know. You ever been to Finland before?
I don't know. It's
I don't
pretty
know the laws
intense out here. It's the wild, wild east here in Finland. Who's gonna be playing against the Monkey Captains? You gotta have somebody.
Malcade. Malcade will be stepping up. Sudden death. Now, he spoke earlier about his sudden death strategy, and it served him well, winning his last battle in sudden death. He might play the same deck, might play a different deck, but I'm excited to see this. We need to close that gap, Monkey Captains. This is your chance.
Show us what you got, Royale Sailors. You're ahead for a reason. Molt ready for the setup. He's prepared for this sudden death match. He's been getting his deck ready, and oh my goodness, look at those tippy taps. He's ready to counter this graveyard push. No support for it yet from Malcade. A poison on top's gonna hurt, but I don't know. Is it gonna be able to take out that Hunter? That could be a pretty clutch play from Malcade.
The advantage of sudden death is that you're also playing in double elixir.
Oh, wow.
So it allows you to be a little aggressive with your elixir. Oh, no! Graveyard
man.
freeze on the right side. Log has to come through to clean out the skeletons, and I think that tower will be safe, but woo!
Looks
too
like
close to
it, but
call.
an expensive investment in order to handle that graveyard freeze. And I think that the downside of freezing an Ice Golem is that even if you take it out, the skeletons are gonna die whenever he explodes.
And that is an offensive poison from Malcade to take out any defending troops like that Hunter that's getting picked apart by the skeletons. Hunter, a very good anti-skeleton attacker, but
the Mega Minion's still there! The graveyard hardly got any damage, but Mega Minion packs a wallop. Is Malcade going out the left lane now, though? What's going on here?
you go any which way the wind blows. Freeze is going to stop him there, and Hunter is going to make short work of those troops. Hunter at close range can do huge bounce of damage, but attacks very, very slow.
Yeah, a bit too slow in this case. Hunter goes down, and Malcade will take the better side of that exchange again. Can we see another clutch play from Molt?
Here comes another push on the right side. Defensive poison this time, which for Malcade will kill all of those skeletons a second after they spawn, minimizing the amount of damage that his tower takes. But now it is Malcade's turn to play his graveyard. The tower is shooting his executioner, allowing the skeletons to build up. The arrows comes down to clean them out, but 606 left, under 500, 4, 338, 271.
It's a frosty setup, and Malcade is now getting awfully close to Spell Cycle for the win. He's defending against his last graveyard, which got an admirable amount of damage, but Molt couldn't hold on long enough, and this graveyard looks like it's gonna be all Malcade needs. Congratulations to him, the 1 crown down. He wins this sudden death challenge for the Monkey Captains.
Malcade bounces back from an early loss to win his second 2 games, both in sudden death. He's been a ringer for the Monkey Captains. Malcade, did you do the same strategy again? Is that just like an unbeatable sudden death deck?
I just think that they didn't have enough time to think a counter for that deck, so I just played it again.
If it works, why change? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, guess what? We have just 2 Collection Day battles left, and it is the Monkey Captain's turn to pick. Only 2 players remain on the Monkey Captains. Who's gonna be stepping up out of you two? Nick at Night! Nick, what are we playing?
Double Elixir.
Double Elixir battle. Only 2 really remain on the Royal Sailors too, so who's playing? Surgical Goblin, my man.
All right, Surgical Goblin did drop to a content creator earlier. OJ with the victory early on. I know that Surge is going to be making a comeback here. He's looking strong. He's looking steady. He's preparing for this 2v2 match, and he's checking with his friends to see if they approve of his deck selection.
I don't know about all that. Look at that OJ. OJ's doing his patented positive shoulder rubs, and those things are going to give Nick the power he needs to box his way through. I like
patented shoulder rubs. He
learned
it. He learned it while he was in the tribal circle.
All right, we are jumping into battle right now. Double Elixir, and you know, because the King Tower's a pump itself.
I think Nick's a little bit sensitive to the light. Nick at Night. Shut off the light. Oh, no. He's going no hoodie now. Maybe he's overheating a little bit in there.
1 swing from the Hog Rider, 2 swings from the Hog Rider, and then P.E.K.K.A makes short work of him. 2006, 1936 left. Valkyrie's gonna catch that Dark Prince and then go on the other side, but that is a huge attack coming in there between P.E.K.K.A and P.E.K.K.A and Prince.
Scary assault. A log will knock him back and give the Executioner a little bit more time. The Tornado sucks him away. Ice Spirit is not gonna be enough to save him. A couple stabs from the Prince, and that Executioner is not looking too healthy, Rumham.
Somehow Executioner is still standing long enough for his brother Executioner to come out, and Valkyrie's gonna come down and block.
There's just 2 brothers. 2 Executioners swinging an axe, doing their best on defense.
I think they're just 2 brothers.
It's just 2 brothers.
I don't know, Woody. This is sounding pretty improvisational.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of anything like this before. It's going to be a swing out the right side as the Executioners continue to exchange blows. We're going to see if we can get a big hit. The Lightning is going to save the day for Surge. Big hit on tower and finishes off that blue Executioner.
Lightning does not kill an Executioner, but the log weakened it just enough for the Executioner to get finished off. Another Executioner comes down, and there's a log again!
The Executioners cannot stop. This must be the French Revolution, because a lot of these troops up top have been on the block today, Rumham.
Surgical Goblin is known as one of the strongest cycle players in the world, and you can see why. He is playing this perfectly, playing exactly the cards he needs at the right time to make sure he always has a good defense up. He has a 600 damage lead right now on Nick at Night, but I think Nick has the better Double Elixir deck, which we are going into right now. Double Elixir kicks in.
And Double Prince is out the left side. A sneaky attack from Nick at Night, recognizing the difficulty of being able to burrow through this huge Executioner defense. The Bats have actually made some great inroads, getting over 1,000 damage on the left side tower.
And that Executioner is going to get sliced up by the P.E.K.K.A. Because the Executioner is on the bridge, there's no way for Surgical Goblin to put anything in front.
Hold on. Was that intentional? Surgical Goblin just played an Executioner at the left lane. He's trying to tornado the troops in, but the Executioner ignores them. Dark Prince straight to the tower, starts bashing it in, knocks the shield off with a log, but I don't know if he can stay alive for much longer.
This might be a tower trade. The Prince is coming in. 17 seconds left. Nick at Night takes the tower. The Executioner on the other side is not doing enough as it gets pulled back, and Nick at Night is going to do the impossible.
Hold on.
Upsetting Surgical Goblin.
Hog Rider's making his way toward the tower. One hit's good. Two hits better. Lightning on top.
Nick at Night! Nick at Night does it! Nick at Night does it!
Oh my Atlanta! Nick at Night for the win, defeating Surgical Goblin. Rumham, I know you got something to say about this.
I do have something to say. Scoreboard, Woody. We are going into our last Collection Day battle very soon, and the game is tied 8,400 to 8,400. Nick, what? How'd you do it? You defeated one of the best players in the world in this clan war.
What happened?
You blacked out?
I blacked out, I'm back. I'm gonna play Double Elixir.
All right. You know what? You might have blacked out. I promise you, it went really well.
Oh, sweet.
Doesn't always go that way for me. College blackouts did not turn out that well. You know, when the power goes out and you're just waiting for it to come back. Yeah, you can't work on your papers or anything like that. But I think we've got one more battle, right, Rumham? Who's going to be picking this one?
Well, actually, we're going to leave it to the teams because there's only one player left. It's Jelly Clash of the Royale Sailors up against Clash Comneri of the Monkey Captains. Now, Jelly, you get to pick. What are we playing?
Yeah.
Draft mode.
Draft mode, I wouldn't have it any other way. We are gonna jump into a draft mode battle between the two Brazilians, Jelly Clash against Clash Comneri. And I will remind you, last battle collection day could be worth 250,000 gems. So if you haven't done it already, take a little breather and go smash that subscribe button on all 10 of these YouTubers, and you might have a chance to take home a piece of their prize pool.
That's right, Rumham. 17 seconds separate us from the last battle of Collection Day. There can be only one. We are going to find out which of these teams is going to end up on top with the cards won total, and will have the dominant position going into Battle Day.
You were running your mouth feeling pretty confident, Woody, about the blue team's chances.
Oh, I'm still feeling confident, Rumham.
But a late surge by the Monkey Captains has tied up the scoreboard. So I'm hoping that Clash Comneri can pull this out and go into Battle Day with a card advantage.
Hold on, Jelly's just going to sit there for a little while. He finds the tin elixir, and we'll start off with the Lava Hound out back. So he gives the thumbs up. That princess won't be able to get a shot on tower if she's ignoring it in favor of that Lava Hound.
Here comes Ice Golem to distract and try to defend the princess. Neri's looking for the Tesla Tower that he needs so badly. If he can pull that Lava Hound towards the Tesla Tower, I don't think he'll be concerned about his tower. Lava Hound doesn't really do that much damage, but that Mini P.E.K.K.A. sure does.
Wow, heavy swings in the arena. Log's gonna knock him back, but the Mini P.E.K.K.A. still making her way toward the tower. Chop is good, but can't even finish off the Ice Wizard. What's going on here?
Ice Wizards, he's got that frigid skin that breaks the Mini P.E.K.K.A.'s sword. He's got to pull out a second sword and kill him with the next hit. And Royal Giant played in the back. Now that's a name I haven't heard in a long, long time. But pretty good in draft mode. You don't always expect your opponent to have answers to it, and with Mini P.E.K.K.A. out of cycle, that Royal Giant could be a huge threat. Electro Wizard played at the river. He's a little vulnerable, though the Dark Goblin's gonna come in behind and try to take him out while the Royal Giant crosses the river. And whoa, it's Royal Giant versus E-Barbs, everyone's favorite two cards.
With Jedi Alacrity, we're gonna see another counter push out the right side. E-Barb's getting awfully close, but not even a single swing from him. Log's knocking them back, and Clash Comneri on the counter attack.
Two ranged attackers outside the tower range. We're gonna shred that Lava Hound.
Yikes.
Goblins have to come down to pick it out. Great response by Jelly. That could have gone so much worse. Heads up play is gonna keep him alive. Ice Wizard is finishing off those goblins as the Lava Hound explodes.
Never seems to go right for Jelly, but somehow he's still ahead in damage right now. He's holding on each time. And what's he gonna do next against this Dark Goblin push? E-Wiz to defend, but I think Ice Wizard is gonna be able to take him down. There's still plenty of troops out in front to help out, but mega damage from this Mini P.E.K.K.A. and the E-Barbs right on top of that Royal Giant.
And to answer your question, that's why it's so hard to get damage through between E-Barbs and Mini P.E.K.K.A. The Royal Giant, the main win condition of Neri's deck, faces a lot of resistance. Meanwhile, even though there is a lot of anti-air on Neri's side, the explosion of the Lava Hound into lava pups generates little bits of chip damage every single time he attacks.
Neri's definitely got to be happy about having that Tesla in his deck. It can be very difficult to keep this Lava Hound push off if you don't have something to draw the fire away. Lava Hound floating in the right lane will now get diverted over to the Tesla. And I thought we were going for the nautical puns here, but we are soaring right now with Jelly. Elite Barbarians on the ground getting logged back again. Will they be able to take out this Musketeer?
The Musketeer is distracted.
Gets the job done.
A lot of it coming in, and the Fireball's gonna take out the Dark Goblin in the back, and that leaves a lot of damage vulnerable on Neri's side. No, Neri, no!
E-Wiz for another few salvos. Firing away at the right side tower, 327 hit points left.
Woo! Great timing, though. The Lava Hound is 7 elixir up in the sky. Tesla Tower's down in a great placement to help take out the Mini P.E.K.K.A. This could be enough damage to push through.
I don't think so. This is going to be a great counterattack from Neri, but not quite enough to finish things off. 327 hit points remaining on that top, and Jelly could go for Spell Cycle, or he might get a clever hit in there. He does have a heavy beatdown deck, though, and that's a difficult call. Looks like he's going to go for the Fireball straight onto the tower. 126 hit points remain. The last chance for Neri to go on the assault.
So let's count the cards here. 1, 2, 3, And 4, now Fireball's back in hand. When he hits 4 elixir at the bottom of the screen, he's gonna throw that Fireball for the win. There it goes, and Jelly Clash takes the final battle of Collection Day.
800 more cards for the Royale Sailors. Way to end it on a strong note there, Jelly. Tell us what was going through your mind when you got that big hit in there.
Actually, we hid the Inferno Tower, so we headed for the Royal Giant, and we were pretty aware that they had the Royal Giant, so I just made sure that to kill the Royal Giant before passing through his troops with the Fireball and just smashed his towers.
Mini Pekka cut him down to size. It was a real David and Goliath story there. Congratulations, guys. You've wrapped out Collection Day on a high note.
And the crowd's loving it, and I'll tell you, as casters, we're loving it too. We couldn't have asked for a more even Collection Day. The final scores, Royale Sailors, 9,200 cards won, Monkey Captains, 8,800 cards won. Now, these players are going to build their War Day decks, but for Woody and I, and you, the viewer, we're gonna take one last look at what the Royale Sailors and the Monkey Captains have to build their decks with. Talk to me, Woody. What are the Royale Sailors going to be playing?
Wow, well, first off, I'm really noticing the strength of their epic cards here. 3 of them over-leveled. Plenty of opportunities to get some heavy hitters in there and back it up with some sneaky attacks out the back and a little bit of splash damage up top. A few different win conditions to choose from here. I see Mortar and Battle Ram as my favorite options, but still, I think that the Royale Sailors are going to be well-positioned building their decks for Battle Day with a lot of different heavy hitting options. The Mini Pekka and Mega Minion also really stand out to me.
That's right. They had a lot of variety, a lot of choices, but so will the Monkey Captains. I want to see what the Monkey Captains are going to play because I might get to win a prize if they win, just like you at home.
Tell me what we got.
Well, I'm looking at, again, a great variety of tanks, some killer support troops. They do have a few over-leveled cards, but I don't know how many of them are going to be, actually, I think really their swarms are the strongest. They have a ton of really good swarm cards and a lot of spells to back it up with. We'll see whether they go tanky or siege or a cycle deck, but they have really the tools to catch people off guard and more importantly, the tools to adjust if they find out after the first battle that their initial deck maybe wasn't the best option.
Absolutely.
Because they're playing one-on-one, Woody, normally you have to play against in a pool of 5 clans, and it's hard to guess what you're going up against. But in this tournament, because it's one-on-one against the enemy clan collection, they're gonna take each battle to figure out, what is my opponent doing? How can I adjust? They have a card I wasn't ready for. Let me figure out a way to counter it in the next game.
Exactly, one step at a time, and we've obviously been talking a little bit about the cards. They've been able to hear us, but they don't know exactly what their opponents intend to run. They're gonna have to learn as they go here through the first battle, second. I definitely expect them to make a few tweaks to their decks to adjust to their opponent's strategy.
The players are hard at work in the arena building their decks. Let's go down and see what they're thinking.
I think the thing, obviously, Battle Ram's really good. If they don't have a direct counter to that, that's going to be huge.
I don't know, I have the Pekka already.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're gonna play Pekka almost 100%. And the strongest card that we have is the Minion.
Okay, so I think we should use this one just because it's pretty versatile. I mean, you can bait out their spells.
Right.
Let's say they have arrows, we can also bait it.
Okay.
I'm gonna play a Mortar almost 100%. Great
I don't have level 2 EWAs, so this is really good.
Yeah, that's very powerful.
And they either use arrows like on minions
that's
or
good.
I think Poison would be the best, but the deck is so expensive.
But we don't want to. If I'm doing Lava though, I should wait till more towards the end.
Jellies is good, though. Especially for double elixir. So if you don't have Goblin Barrel, you can use it.
This is for you, but I think everybody should have something a lot. Like, we can really make them not know what we're gonna place. Because if we get predictable, like we did in our tests, like they're just gonna find a counter and beat.
Yeah.
So I think it's good for direct damage. So let's
You don't have a different tower.
let's do that.
Let's try this.
Okay,
Let's go with it.
The torches are set, the decks have been built, these teams are ready to clash, Rumham. It's battle day now, and it all comes down to this. Only 5 more games, but this is when the points really start to count.
That's right. You had 3 battles in Collection Day, but on War Day, just one. One and done, you gotta make it count. The winner will earn a point for their team. The loser will be a disappointment to us all. They will have to build decks with their Clan War collection, and we just saw them strategizing, thinking, scheming, but everyone's got a plan until you get punched in the face, so we'll see what happens when we get into the battles.
They sure do, but you know what, Rumham? Remember, this is not just for fun. This is not just for bragging rights. We have 250,000 gems on the table, and the winning team is get to divvy them up, 50,000 gems for each of the creators to share with their fans and subscribers. And because we're rooting up here too, I'll take the blue side, you got the red side. Whichever team wins, we'll get 50K gems as well.
That's right, so take this opportunity before the battles begin to smash that subscribe button on all 10 of these YouTubers, and you might take home a couple thousand gems for yourself. Who knows? But enough of us. You don't come here to see us, you came here to see Clash Royale. So let's get down into the War Day.
The Royale Sailors, with their card advantage, will be starting off. You guys are gonna have a chance to choose your player first to make it into the arena. Who's it gonna be?
I will be the first.
Yeah.
Monkey Captains, who is willing to take up Trappa's challenge? Nicholas at Night.
Hey, that's Nicholas at Nighticus to you, Rumham.
All right, Nick versus Trappa, France versus USA. And this is gonna be our first chance to see what decks they've built with their Clan War collection. It's gonna be a very tight match. Both teams had a couple of cards that were above the tournament cap level, which means that those were probably the cards you'd wanna lean on because they give you a statistical advantage in the match. Of course, both teams will be playing their over-leveled cards, so we'll see what kind of decks they built around those key acquisition.
Absolutely, yeah, those high-level cards are gonna be really helpful, but remember, you can't just throw 8 cards into a deck and expect to get the win. They've been strategizing for a long time to figure out what exact combination will give them the greatest chance of securing victory. I think that this first game is really gonna set the tone for a battle day to come. And look at this beautiful arena, Rumham. I don't remember this at all from last month.
A brand new arena has been added in this update with cannons in every corner. Oh no, the poison is gonna activate Trappa's King Tower.
That is a great start for the Royale Sailors. A defensive advantage for them now. And look at that, another nice little Goblin Barrel hit out the left side. They're actually relatively tied up though, Rumham. That tornado sucking all of the Goblins straight onto the King. He's gonna be activated.
Let's just go ahead and start with all the King Towers activated. This is gonna be a 6-point battle between these players. The scouting though is really the most important because even if you lose, you will learn a lot about what the opposing clan is bringing to this war and your team can adjust appropriately.
Trappa defends with a Baby Dragon in the center, avoids that second swipe, and it looks like he'll be going in for the counterattack. Maybe a couple of burps on that tower before he gets taken down. Princess in the back for Trappa, and another chance to strike. But look at that big old beast floating in the right lane. Nick and Knight's going for the Lava Hound.
Lava Hound, Bats, Mega Minion. It looks like a Lava Loon deck to me, one of the most popular decks that you see in competitive play and on the ladder. Bats and Skeletons coming down the left side while the Lava Hound and Mega Minion go down the right.
Torn apart by these over-leveled minions, though. I think Trappa had a pretty good counter there. He didn't get much damage out the left side, but his defense is going to hold up pretty well here over on the right.
There's a couple different things you're going to want to poison on Trappa's side. You're going to want to poison the Princess, but also the minions. A little tough. Oh, good tornado is going to pull some of the goblins away.
Princess finds a lock, though, and that's going to be a couple of shots before the Skeleton Army takes him down. Her down, excuse me.
A lot of splash damage, though, between the Baby Dragon and the Princess. It's very hard for Nick at Night's Bats and Skeleton armies to really be a threat. Baby Dragon is counterattacking, a lot of health left. Bats come down behind to take down the Baby Dragon.
Nick and Knight's had lots of really cheap counters, throwing down skeletons, bats, whatever he can to keep these attacks off. But bit by bit, chip by chip, Trappa's done a great job of keeping the pressure up, and he's got the damage advantage to show for it now.
And Nick at Night in double elixir time plays his Lava Hound. Double elixir is so good for big tank decks because you can afford to drop 7 on the tank and then still have elixir left to play supporting troops to back it up.
Nice poison spell there, but I think that it's going to be a little bit too far to be able to deal with these minions out back. That's the key threat for this aerial assault, and the Lava Hound will be going down pretty quickly. Nice Ice Golem to help out and keep those pups from connecting. Over on the left side, we've got a Battle Ray moving in, but what is that? A huge minion horde helping out the right side. Nick at Night didn't have much to worry about this counterattack.
Level 10 minion horde is insane on defense, and that is what is one of the main cards that kept the P.E.K.K.A. from reaching the tower. Meanwhile, Trappa has dropped Nick at Night's top left tower to triple digits as this game moves on.
P.E.K.K.A. saves the princess for a moment, but not long enough. Nice fireball, though, for Trappa. That could get the P.E.K.K.A. on the tower. Not for a clutch counter, though. Skeleton Army at the last second catches it, but still not a good result for Nick at Night there. The Ice Golem explodes, and Trappa, with only triple digits left on that left side, is going in for the kill now.
Oh, Goblin Barrel comes down again, and Tornado pulls it all together, but the Electro Wizard goes down. The Princess takes out the bats as the barbs lock on. Trappa is going to take the first War Day battle.
Game number 1 for the Royale Sailors. Congratulations, you've disembarked on an amazing journey so far, and with that 1-game lead, you've only got to get 2 more on your side to take the gems. What are you thinking right now, Trappa?
I think the first one is very important, and it's a little bit difficult because the deck is really strange, but he made a big mistake with the poison at the beginning, so I could counter his Goblin Barrel very easy. So
nice catch there, and you definitely had a little bit of difficulty with that King Tower being activated, but you pulled it out at the end, and I gotta give the props to you, man. Well played.
Nick, it was so close. You almost had a chance to pull that out. What information can you give to your clanmates so that they don't leave you stranded on a desert island?
You know, Ramham, it's funny you ask, because I've been known to escape many a desert island in my time. Don't poison the king, but at the same time, it didn't really matter because the Lava Hound never really even made it to the tower. But overall, just, follow your gut unless you ate bad Chinese food this morning.
Don't follow that
Don't
so
that.
much.
Don't.
Yeah, that'll lead you right to the toilet bowl. All right, we are moving on to the second War Day battle. That means Trappa and Nick at Night are done. 1-0 lead for the Royale Sailors, and we're gonna go to the Monkey Captains, who will be stepping up to try to tie this series.
I'll go.
Orange juice! All right, OJ. The hopes and dreams of millions and Rumham are riding on you. Who will be accepting OJ's challenge?
Okay. Shut him down, Flake's power!
Take his power!
The Royale Sailors, with a commanding lead, will be seeking to shut down a tournament veteran and someone who's got a lot of experience from working on the esports scene. He's joined Tribe Gaming recently and has been working hard as the content head over there. But Flake's Power has shown a lot of skill during this tournament so far, and there's a lot of backup there. I'm pretty sure they've got the deck figured out. Do you think that they're going to be making any changes over there? Would you make any changes if you were the Royale Sailors?
Yeah. I think you have to be adaptable, because if you play the exact same deck, they're just gonna counter it because they know card for card what you're playing. So I would expect to see a little bit of diversity in their deck, even though it was so successful last time. Flake's Power, though, did earn 1,600 cards during Collection Day. He certainly played very well, so I would not write him off against OJ. Whoa, the Barb Barrel's gonna roll right over that and provide a tank for the Electro Wizard behind.
Wow.
Great opening for OJ.
That was a fantastic play, both on offense, getting 500 damage off that left side tower, and on defense, getting the King Tower activated. Orange Juice is in a commanding spot right now. Let's see how he follows up with that amazing performance.
Hog Rider coming down the left lane.
Uh-oh. Uncontested, though. Flake's Power gonna just use a princess to get rid of him. Having good trouble with my pronouns today, Rumham. Baby Dragon soaring high over on the left side is gonna get zapped down. We all know electricity is super effective against flying.
Of course. Princess is gonna reach all the way across the arena to help take care of that Electro Wizard. 809 remaining on Flake's Power's left tower, though. Huge damage advantage for Orange Juice, and I'm not even counting the fact that OJ's already activated his King Tower, making every future tornado absolutely deadly.
I don't want to count out Flake's Power, but it's hard to give him the edge.
Whoa!
Close game. OJ with an epic defense. A huge swarm is fireball down, though. All right, Flakes did get a good catch there. I'm not sure if that's going to put him ahead, but at least he doesn't fall behind now.
More than anyone, OJ knows that is a positive elixir trade. 5-cost minion horde, 3-cost skeleton army, all wiped off the board by a 4-cost fireball. Do the math. Looking good for Flake's Power.
Princess in the back, wandering her way over to the right. I think the difficulty here, oh my god, I was about to say is that Flake's Power didn't have any heavy hitters, but look at that. The 8th card in the deck, the big Mama P.E.K.K.A, will be providing the tanking and the spanking on this left side push.
And she has 1 level on the tournament capped version of herself. Level 5 P.E.K.K.A, level 5 Baby Dragon is going to provide just a little bit of a statistical advantage here, and that may make all the difference. Fireball takes out some of the swarms, but not the Electro Wizard as P.E.K.K.A stalled several tiles in front.
Baby Dragon a little bit too distracted by the Electro Wizard to get the initial hit off onto the Skeleton Army. Would have been a clutch opportunity there to pull ahead, but Orange Juice was the defenses just couldn't be cracked. Flake's Power struggling to find an inroad against this Hog Rider assault, unending out the left lane.
Barbarian Barrel, the newest card added to Clash Royale, is looking very useful in this. Functioning as a log to roll over the Princess and take her out, the Barbarian is still getting to the tower and providing some chip damage. Orange Juice has a ton of damage on both towers, largely thanks to that Barbarian.
OJ has been absolutely on point so far in this game. Great tornado, pulls all the troops into a nice clump, and the Skeleton Army wipes out any hope for that Goblin Barrel to get the hit in. This Hog Rider's on a clear path to destruction with minions to help him out. That's gonna be victory for Orange Juice and a tied up score with the equalizer for the Monkey Captains.
OJ defeats Flake's Power and ties it up 1-1. OJ, you've got the spirit of the great apes running through you. What have you got to say about that win?
I'd have to say that I got to give all my thanks to the Barbarian Barrel MVP for the first time. That is the amazing thing about this mode, is that you're seeing cards that you don't usually see in the regular meta, in grand challenges and ladders. This is kind of changes everything, and I love how it gives a new dynamic to this game. It's beautiful.
It is great to see underused or new cards in interesting ways. Barbarian Barrel, the newest card added to Clash Royale, helped carry OJ to victory.
Flake's Power, I think your power might be waning, man. I'm worried about you. You had a great setup over on the left side with P.E.K.K.A chopping apart the Hog Rider, but you can never get onto the tower. Do you think that you'll add a new win condition next
It was really hard because we don't have a lot of spells.
Okay.
So the minion order in the Skarmy army, was really strong against our deck.
Well said. I think that was one of the major difficulties. Tornado also, even if in its reduced state, is still getting a lot of value against those Goblin Barrels. Well played there, but I gotta hand it to the Monkey Captains. They definitely deserve that win. And we've got a nice draw here in the arena now, Rumham. Who's gonna pull ahead in game 3?
We'll have to see. It is the Royale Sailors' turn to pick. Only 3 players remain on their team. Who will step up and try to take the lead? It's Surgical Goblin!
Surgical Goblin feeling strong, but he lost a couple of games on Collection Day. I don't know if he'll be able to hold on. Let's see what he's built here today and if he'll be able to reclaim his glory. Who will he face off from the Monkey Captains?
It's 1-1.
I think it's
a quick tribal council as they debate their representative.
It's
Clash Calm Neri!
Let's do it.
Neri, take to the battle. I'm rooting for you. I need the Monkey Captains to pull ahead here. I believe in you.
Me too.
Me too. All right, good answer. All right, Surgical Goblin's reviewing his deck one last time. Neri has his team behind him. The match is tied 1-1. Only 3 battles remain. The winning team goes home with 250,000 gems. This is the highest stakes clan war ever held in Clash Royale so far.
You know, I would otherwise feel confident right now, but I don't know if Surgical Goblin's gonna be able to pull it off here. We saw a little bit of shaky gameplay earlier, but I think that he's learned from the last couple of matches and he'll be coming in strong. I got my hopes on you, Surge. Make it happen, dude.
And I'm hoping the streak continues, the losing streak that is, as Clash Calm Neri could be the 3rd person in a row to defeat Surgical Goblin. He's got his team behind him, giving him backup, hoping for the best.
Nice corner shot there from the Goblin Barrel, able to get right onto that outer corner. Keeps the Tornado from being able to pull the Goblin Barrel onto the tower, but still, Skeleton Army, a great counter for Clash Calm Neri.
Musketeer, a great counter to the Baby Dragon. Gonna use its long range and single target attack to pick him off very quickly. Barbarian Barrel,
what the heck?
Doesn't knock it back.
How did that happen, Rumham? What did I just see? Did the Did the Battle Ram just do a juke move on that Barbarian Barrel?
Not at all. Barbarian Barrel does not knock back large troops. Battle Ram Princes will not be knocked back by the Barbarian Barrel. The Log is the only card that will knock them back. So Barbarian Barrel used for the damage. Barbarian did come out, but it didn't provide that knockback effect he was so desperately looking for.
Well, that'll be a huge lead now for Surgical Goblin. Going to be wailing away on that left side tower with this Princess. And there's no counter yet from ClashCon Neri. A Goblin Barrel out the back will get a few chip shots off, but that also provides some coverage for this Princess. She'll survive to fire a few more salvos, taking the tower down at 7-12.
And if you put ClashCon Neri's towers together, they barely cross into the quadruple digits. His towers are looking very beat up right now. Meanwhile, Surgical Goblin's, both of his towers, barely a scratch. We are going into the last minute 15 of this match. When we hit double elixir time, that might be ClashCon Neri's chance to come back, but it's going to be very, very tough for him to do so.
I see a long and winding road for him to make that play, and that is looking pretty good out the left side. Fireball won't be enough to take it out, but the Surgical Goblin Barrel out the right is able to tear the tower apart. That's a 1-0 lead for the member of the Royale Sailors.
We are in double elixir time now, and you can see Surgical Goblin using that elixir to keep the pressure up, using the Princess there to force a response. While Barbarian Barrel comes down, now that Skeleton Army is used on defense. Oh no, the tower's gonna go down to Baby Dragon.
Well played, Surgical Goblin. 2 towers down and only 35 seconds to hold on. He could even go for the 3 crown here, Rumham.
Princess is gonna try to take out that minion horde as we get to the last 30 seconds of the game. Neri is trying to get the mortar onto the tower, but unfortunately when your tower is down, your opponent can play troops directly on top of your mortar, and that is exactly what happened.
Mini P.E.K.K.A chopping that muskie apart, demolishing the mortar, and with the connection from the Battle Ram, that's all she wrote. Surgical Goblin with a decisive 3-0 victory reclaims his spot at the top and will set up his team with the 2-1 win. Surgical Goblin, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Tell us what happened that last game.
So basically knowing like they already played 2 matches, so I knew they had units like Skarmy, Bats, Main Horde as well. So I tried to make a deck with lots of splash damage. Even though we don't have spells, I tried to, for example, use my Ice Golem, because Ice Golem def damage will kill a Skeleton Army, will kill Bats. Baby Dragon is really good against swarmy units like Main Horde. So I think I had a really good, well-rounded deck against their deck.
You played it beautifully and you wear the colors well. Congratulations, you now have a 2-1 lead over the Monkey Captains, but there's 2 games left and anything could happen, Rumham.
That's right, Neri, you did your best. It was a pretty dominating performance, though, by Surgical Goblin. What do you think your team needs to do to win the last 2 matches and take this home?
Don't lose.
Don't lose! Hey, slow down, I'm taking notes. Don't.
Wait, I need you to make a video about that, Neri. That's a pretty complicated topic.
All right, we'll check out your channel later for the don't lose strategy.
Okay.
Luckily, it is the Monkey Captain's turn to pick the 4th War Day battle. Who will be stepping up on your side to challenge the Royale Sailors? It's Malcade! Malcade's looking to tie this up 2-2. Only 2 players left on the Royale Sailors. Who will step up to the plate? Me, Jellycash!
Ready to make the shutdown happen. He's going up against an absolute beast from the Monkey Captains. I think that Malcade could be the King Kong of the Monkey Captains, Rumham.
He's definitely the most on-paper resume accomplished player. Struggled a little bit on Collection Day at first, but came back strong with the last 2 battles. Conversely, Surgical Goblin actually had a losing record on Collection Day, but he won when it counted. Can Malcade do that for the Monkey Captains? Take home this victory and tie up the series.
You know, I gotta hand it to Jelly, though. He got the most cards out of anyone on Collection Day for his team. He has been proving time and time again that he is a force to be reckoned with, and I think that he's gonna have a lot to say about Malcade's performance today.
We are jumping into battle in this beautiful arena. I'd like to point out, by the way, the cannonballs fall out of the cannons on the side and fill up the river like lucky coins.
Oh, nice. Jelly is able to keep the defense strong over the left side. Takes 1 hit from the Hog Rider, but counterattacks now with a heavy hitter on the ground and a Baby Dragon burping in the air. The Mini P.E.K.K.A looking for her chance to take a hit on the tower. Can he get it? Does get the 1 swing, and that's Value Town.
Princess gets 2 shots on the Musketeer to soften her up. It's not going to take too much to kill that Musketeer, but as long as the tower's shooting the Mega Minion, it was a big threat. Had to use a defensive fireball.
Nice walloping hit there, but look out for the Hog Rider bat combo. That can deal a lot of damage. And an Ice Golem to soak a few blows here. Minion's gonna retarget onto the Hog Rider. He gets a swing off, but still a little bit too little, too late. Jelly going on the counterattack, looking strong with a Goblin Barrel at the corner pocket.
Ooh, oh, that tornado! A little bit of a miss there for Malkade. Didn't pull them onto the King Tower, which means that his King Tower was not activated. Goblin Barrels cost 3, Tornado cost 3. All Malkade got for his Tornado was some stabby goblins in the face and a loss of elixir.
You know what I just noticed though, Rumham? Even though the Royale Sailors have a level 5 Goblin Barrel, Jelly's account didn't get it upgraded to level 5, so he's just got a level 4 Goblin Barrel right now. Each of these players did get a little bit of gold to spend on upgrades. I'm kind of wondering where he chose to spend that gold instead.
Definitely a challenge. Malkade coming in with a Hog Rider again, but this time it's Mini P.E.K.K.A.'s turn to get in on the action. One Hog Swing gets in there, and this is a deadly looking counterattack as Mini P.E.K.K.A. minions and Ice Golem try to return the favor to Malkade.
Ice Golem is gonna be pulled back and not providing any cover for these minions. One swing on tower is good though, and we've got some goblins coming in. There's nothing to counter it. Malkade's taking a huge hit, and that tower goes down. Jelly for the 1-0 lead.
60 seconds left. We are in double elixir time now. Malkade's going to be able to play Hog Riders at twice the rate he was before. 1,500 damage needs to be done to that left side tower to send us into overtime. And I'll point out, Malkade has a damage advantage on the right side. If he can do it, he might be able to take a 2-1 victory here.
Wow, gets 2 swings from the Hog Rider and lots of damage from the poison, but on that right side, an Ice Golem minion combo is able to swarm away these bats. Goblin Barrel at the back, and Malkade's looking a lot too happy about that last exchange. The tower's going down, and that's a monstrous 2-0 lead for Jelly Clash!
Unbelievable as we get to the last 20 seconds of this. Jelly Clash is going to complete a perfect clan war. 3-0 on Collection Day, and he's going to win against Malkade. 10 seconds left. I don't see what Malkade can do to come back. We are counting down the last few seconds of this battle as cards are coming down like crazy, and that's gonna do it. Jelly Clash takes a 2-1 victory, completing a 4-0 day for the young Brazilian.
The most valuable player of the Royale Sailors. Congratulations on your dominant performance all day, Jelly. What is your secret, man?
No secrets, man. I just practice a lot, you know? Too good.
Woo. Lots of practice and it paid off well. You guys have taken the 3rd win, but I gotta see one more game, Rumham. We are gonna have a dominant performance. We're gonna get you the 4th win right on top of those monkey captains. I tell you what.
Don't rub it in, Woody. Come on. We're down to just the last 2. Malkade, what happened in that matchup?
Well, they have a very strong lock bait deck, which they know because they played it 4 times. And we don't have a counter for that, which they know because they played it 4 times. So, yeah, I think that's the main reason we are in this position. But very well played by Jelly. I made some mistakes there, and he played very good, attacks, which brought actually a lot of damage. So he won fair and square.
And that just shows how important Collection Day is. The more cards you earn, the more cards you unlock. A wider variety of cards might have given you a spell or splash damage troop to help you counter a little better. But we are gonna move on to the final War Day battle. Only 2 players are left. Who's it gonna be? Raise those hands. It's Molt against Ben Tim 1.
We aren't gonna let him get away that easy. They are gonna have 1 battle day and 1 battle day match only. They're gonna be hopping into the arena for the final thrilling exchange in this YouTube All-Star Clan War. I know that they've been practicing. They've been building their decks. They've seen all 4 of their teammates go through the gauntlet. Ben Tim, good luck on getting that 2nd point for your team, man, but I still think the Royale Sailors have got it.
I just want the bragging rights and the glory of a 3-2 final set. Oh, the fireball comes down, and the Princess is gonna help clean out those Musketeers. An early good start for Molt as the Barbarian Barrel's gonna roll over the Princess. An insane start here for Molt as the Battle Ram hits the tower.
Barbarian Barrel out of hand. There wasn't a solid counter for the Goblin Barrel, and that is gonna be a ton of damage out the left side, about 1,500 if I were to count it up. Skeleton Army was a good counter, but a little bit late there and couldn't keep the Barbarians off the tower. Battle Ram was absolutely punishing in that last push, Rumham.
1,000 damage advantage for Molt so far. We're not even a minute into the game, and Ben Tim's tower's already down to triple digits. He's gonna have to play some very strong defense here. We've already seen the Fireball plus Princess combo deny the 3 Musketeers, so Ben Tim's gonna have to find a way to sneak that 3 Musketeer in when Fireball and Princess are out of cycle.
Princess about to get taken down by a minion, a Mega Minion over on the right side. Swipes her away, but Molt will continue the attack out the left. Battle Ram soaking damage with this minion push. They swat down the Electro Wizard, but looks like they'll be a little bit too short of reaching the tower, Rumham.
Great use of the Barbarian Barrel there. Took out the Goblin Barrel on defense, and the Barbarian popped up to pull the attacking Battle Ram and minions back a little bit, buying Ben Tim some time. He didn't take any damage on his tower after that exchange. That's a great turnaround from how the first push went.
Molt's got to be very happy with how this is going so far, but can he get the finishing blow in against a 3 Musketeers deck that historically does really well in double elixir time? We're gonna find out soon as the seconds tick away. Battle Ram might be coming in. No, not looking for it right now. I guess that could be used to block this Musketeer out the left in the next few seconds. Split pushes from Ben Tim have failed to connect to the tower though, Rumham.
Yeah, at this point, I'm looking for Molt to probably cycle Fireballs. Only 2 Fireballs are needed to finish that off, or of course, 1 Fireball if you can get any other incidental damage in there. So here comes the Battle Ram trying to charge. Tornado is gonna pull it back, breaking the Battle Ram, and the Electro Wizard is gonna do his best to keep those Barbarians from reaching the tower.
Zapping them down. Do they get the swing? No, denied. Great job there, but the Fireball eliminating that minion horde out the right is exactly what Molt needs on defense, keeping all of his towers nice and sturdy. He'll continue the attack out the left. Hold on, the Fireball's out of hand. That could be a big push out the right side. Right at the bridge with a Money Pekka and Baby Dragon to chop him down to size. I think Molt had the greatest play right there of the entire game. Great timing on that.
Wow.
Fireball for the win.
Tower goes down as 5, 4, 3. We are finishing up the first ever Clash Royale YouTube All-Star Challenge as Molt for the Royal Sailors takes a 4-1 final score over the Monkey Captain.
Well played. Thank you everyone who tuned in to the YouTube All-Star Clan War. We had a great day today, but it is my great pleasure to announce that the winners are the Royale Sailors. The 6 of us will be going home with 50,000 gems to share with our fans and subscribers, so make sure to check them out everywhere on social media. Subscribe and learn more news about their activities very, very soon. Rumham, it's been an absolute pleasure casting with you again, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And that's right, for everyone watching at home, Clan Wars is live in Clash Royale. Update your app, download it if you don't have it already. Get your friends together and start a Clan War. We will see you in the arena. Woo!